Hello again to my secret HSF audio blog. That's horror, science fiction, and fantasy. This time I'm going to talk about Stephen Baxter, Flood. This is a hardcover book I bought from a flea market a few years ago. It cost me €2. It was in excellent condition and it brought me many hours of joy. Because honestly, this was the most page-turning book I read so far this year in paper. Stephen Baxter, Flood, what is it about? It's about the flooding of the Earth as we know it. It can be categorized into the climate science fiction category, probably climate horror even, because this is about let's say, biblical fear. Yes, of course, I'm referring to the flooding of Earth as told in the Old Testament. Certainly an inspiration to this story, because also in the later part of the book there's an ark ship. The story so far, it covers the years 2016 to 2051, and it is found that the layers of the Earth's crust contain large quantities of water that until before have not made it to the surface. But well, it's not explained why, but this encapsulated water breaks into the regular oceans, and the sea level rises and rises, and they don't stop. The sea rise, after a while rises at an exponential level. So yes, the story starts in 2016, Civil War, Spain. We meet a group of hostages, and yeah, these are the character backbone, so to speak, of the book. The characters, after a while, they go their own ways, but yeah, they are connected to each other because they have been living together as hostages for several years, held by certain civil war factions in Spain. This is also not explained in too much detail, but I think the book is from 2007 or 8, and yes, certainly Stephen Baxter was seeing the near future as breaking point for European society. Another spectacular scene is the flooding of London. This was very cool, and in the epilogue, the author wrote that this is based on the existing floodgates integrated into the River Thames, and yeah, the English, they tried to save London and England, and later the United Kingdom, Great Britannia, all of it sooner or later. As you can imagine, the Highlands and Scotland and certain parts of Wales, because they are higher above the sea level, they hold several years, but in the end the sea is capturing all of it. And this is this is the recurring theme of the book, that humanity has to flee from the rising water levels. And yeah, as you can imagine, the smaller the available patches of land get, the more dire and dramatic the situation becomes. And yes, eventually there's only a few places in the highest of mountains on the continents. There's yeah, just a couple of places left, and the fight for dry earth begins. But this is just a stage in progress, and yeah, no, I don't want to spoil how the book ends, but it certainly is worth reading. The characters are good, and the story, it's unique, I would say, and it is just written in a very, very fluent way. It's easy to read it, it's easy to make progress. Maybe that's, I don't know, maybe it's German formatting, because I got the German paperback, no, the German hardcover, and it was very nicely formatted, and it was easy to make progress. And that's always a good sign for me when reading a book. The feeling that you can just eat through the pages, that you can just make progress with your thumbs, and you put the bookmark in it, and you can just see how it wanders to the end of the book. Yes, so that was very satisfying, and it was very imaginative book. Many scenes that will stay with you, and well, I honestly, I don't know why this book is not talked about at all, because from my perspective, it has everything for a bestseller. Just enough popular science, and the story is gripping. The characters are easy to distinguish, and they all have believable motivations. And yeah, and I mean the ruination of our planet, climate crisis, it's also still a very actual topic. So that's Stephen Baxter with Flood. Found it highly enjoyable, and yeah, just go and read it. It's very good, and you should be able to get it as a used book for just a couple of euro, dollar, or whatever your currency is. All right, that's it for now. Yeah, I'll be following this paper book up with Stephen King classic Tommyknockers. It's one of those classic King books I haven't read yet, but I'm doing now, and the first 50 pages so far are very cool classic Stephen King. So expect that in a short while. Bye bye.